The Cleveland Browns are going to have to pick between Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel, and we're going to tell you why during this video. Get some popcorn, buckle up, and let's go. Now, the Cleveland Browns training camp first week ended on July 26, 2025, and they all got to participate and show what they can do. Right now, as we speak, Cleveland Browns have 5 quarterbacks on their roster. They have Joe Flacco, they have Kenny Pickett, they have Dillon Gabriel, and they have Shedeur Sanders. But you said they had 5. I did, I forgot one. And his name is Deshaun Watson. And we tend to forget he is still on the team, but he is on the PUP list with his Achilles injury. Now, I highly doubt when we go into the season, September, week number 1, against the Cincinnati Bengals, our rivals in Ohio, that they will carry 4 quarterbacks. Now, I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I wouldn't bat an eyelash, and neither would you, because it happens and it's okay. When it comes to Shedeur Sanders and it comes to Dillon Gabriel, they both have reasons why you should believe they should stay on this football team, and I totally understand it. They both come from a background where they were the guy in college. Just Shedeur Sanders in Jackson State in Colorado, and Dillon Gabriel played for UCF, Oklahoma, and Oregon, so he has some experience. He was the guy as well, so they both feel like I can be a franchise quarterback, and you totally understand. When it comes to Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, they both have the positive. They both have good things. If you're in the Dillon Gabriel camp, they say he's more efficient, he's more pro ready, he's already taking snaps with the first team. The pros for Shedeur Sanders is he is just a likable guy. Players attract to him. He carries himself with a bravado of a franchise quarterback. Now, when I say likable guy, I talk about his teammates. Teammates attract to them. Denzel Ward, David Njoku, Myles Garrett, they already are taking a liking to Shedeur Sanders. I wasn't talking about fans because some people just hate him already, really for no reason, but that's fine. And some fans love him. So that's both of the positives for Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. The reason the Browns need to pick Shedeur or Dillon sooner rather than later to give them a fair shot to really be the future franchise quarterback for the team. They need to get all the reps as possible. Splitting reps with Joe Flacco, who doesn't really need any, Kenny Pickett, and then against themselves, Shedeur and Dillon, is really doing themselves no good. You have a freaking quarterback tracker that shows what they did during camp today. It is split in between 4 reps. And the thing is, Shedeur hasn't even took snaps with the ones. Now people will go, ha ha, because he's not any good. Baloney. Shedeur Sanders got snaps with the 2s on Saturday, July 26th in the training camp, and he went 8 for 11 and he threw 3 touchdowns. The talent is there for both of these quarterbacks, but they are hindering them by splitting these reps between 3 other quarterbacks. From Dillon's point of view, Shedeur, Pickett, and Flacco. And from Shedeur's point of view, Dillon, Pickett, and Flacco. For one of these quarterbacks to be the future franchise guy that they believe that they can do, Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry is not doing them any service by splitting all of these reps when they're with the 1s, with the 2s, with the 3s, with the equipment guy, with the cheerleader, with the pom-pom, whoever they're throwing to. It's not helping them becoming that future. They need to figure it out sooner rather than later. Now, who should they pick? That's a very good question, and that's why we're here. We finally have landed to that part of the video. Who should stay and who should go? I've got the answer for you. Shedeur Sanders should be the one that they pick. Now, I know people are going to say, I knew you were going to say that, but I have my reasons, right? When you talk about a franchise quarterback in today's NFL, it's more than just winning games now. It's more than putting W's on the board. What else do you bring to the table as a franchise quarterback? And Shedeur Sanders is already showing that, and he hasn't even took snaps with the 1. He's already out into the community. He's already in training camp getting everybody involved. He is already showing when they are trying to trip him up in press conferences, trying to get under his skin. When you have the great Tony Grossi, why haven't you took snaps with the ones yet? He takes it like a pro. He takes it smooth. He's got this. You want that kind of franchise guy. Not saying Dillon Gabriel can't take press conferences like a pro. I'm not saying he can't go out and do with the community. Maybe he has. I don't know. But let's talk about franchise quarterbacks, okay, for a second. Let's take a Patrick Mahomes for a minute. Does he just win football games? No. What else does he do? He has advertisements. The average person, if you just say, do you know Patrick Mahomes? You know what they probably say? Oh, the guy in the State Farm commercials. They're doing more than just winning football games. Now, I'm going to bring it back for Cleveland fans. The one guy who rejuvenated this franchise in 2018, now playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield. He was the last franchise quarterback on the Cleveland Browns that lifted up the franchise, but he was more than just a quarterback. He signaled hope. He got wins. Now, he had his ups and he had his downs. I understand that. But he was the, State Farm? He was Mr. Progressive, right? And then he's in the Heisman commercials. But my point is this. Being a franchise quarterback nowadays is more than just winning football games. It's becoming a household name when you look at the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, the Joe Burrows, the Patrick Mahomes. They do more than just win football games. They are the face of your franchise, household names that average Joes know who they are. Shedeur Sanders can fit that bill like a sock. What does that even mean? I don't know, but I'm sticking with it. And I'm gonna tell you this, if he gets the chance to actually prove himself on the field, he's just gonna gain steam. Ask yourself this question. How many Dillon Gabriel jerseys besides his family do you see bought from Cleveland Browns fans? I'll wait, and you show me proof if you see any. Now, how many Shedeur Sanders jerseys do you see Cleveland Browns fans have? Think about it. It's more than just winning football games to be a franchise future quarterback. I think Shedeur Sanders just has the potential to be that guy. Now, he has to prove it on the field, but how can he prove it on the field if he doesn't get the full shot, doesn't get the full rep, splitting it between 4 different quarterbacks? And the same goes for Dillon Gabriel. If that's the guy that the Browns want to go with, then they need to go with him and stop wasting everybody's time with this 4 quarterback crap. Pick your guy and roll with it. So for me, I'm rolling with Shedeur Sanders. I think he has all the tools. He has to be given the chance. And I'll tell you this. The Cleveland Browns already let one guy go. People think I don't like Baker Mayfield. It's not the truth. I think he matured since he left Cleveland. I think he was a little immature at times. But they let one guy go. He goes to the playoffs every single year, and I hear it every single stream. If the Cleveland Browns have Shedeur Sanders in their house, in their stadium, and they happen to let him go, and he goes somewhere else and succeeds, it's not going to be a good look. So, I say the one that has to go has to be Dillon Gabriel. I don't think you can have 2 rookies and waste time. You're wasting both their time and they're wasting yours. Now, I know in 2012, Washington did it with RG3 and Kirk Cousins. I understand, but I think it's a different dynamic now because the Browns need to figure out who their franchise quarterback is before they go into another draft and supposedly waste another pick on a quarterback. But that's just me. You let me know in the comments if you're still here. Who do you think should stay and who should go? Or should they keep both quarterbacks and keep doing this competition until they cry their tear ducts out of their eyeballs? I don't know what that means, but I'm keeping it in there. I appreciate all of you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, turn on all your notifications. Until next time, click the video that's on your screen. Watch another Wind of Corey on Sports. It's all love. Peace.